students, welcome to science class. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you. Okay, this is the second video. In the last video, we're talking about living things and non-living things, right? And I also give you an exercise. Exercise 1, you have to classify living things and non-living things from the word box above. Okay, if you're finished, it's okay, but if you're not finished, let's answer together. We start from the parrot. We group the parrot into living things. Lion, living things. Book, non-living thing. Air, non-living thing. Table, non-living thing. Boy, living thing. Sun, non-living thing. Burger, non-living thing. Tree, living thing. Bag, non-living thing. Cat, living thing. And snail, living things. If you are all correct, I give you 3 stars. Okay, let's go to exercise 2. You will see the picture on the left side. You have to write living thing that you find in the picture. Okay, we start from living thing first. A living thing that you see in the picture, number 1 is boy, number 2 girl, number 3 dog, number 4 tree, number 5 flowers, and number 6 glasses. Non-living things. Non-living thing that you see in the picture, number 1 is a bench. A bench is look like a chair but it's longer. We call a bench. Number 2 cloud. Number 3 books. Number 4 shoes. 5 socks. And number 6 is clothes. Alright, maybe you can see anything else you can write. Okay. This is our new topic. What is a classification? The classification, what is a classification in Thai? Is in the vocab that I also gave you. The classification is grouping things according to their similarities and differences. The similarity means something have the same size, same shape, same color. We call similarity. Similarity means same, similar. And differences. Differences means something is not the same. Things that have similar characteristics are places in the same group. If you have same color, you can put them together. If you have things the same shape and same size, same color, you can put them into one group. Example, if I have things, I classify them into 2 groups. One is living things and one is non-living thing. I group them because these living thing group, they have similar characteristics. And I put these things together in the group of non-living things because they have similar characteristics. Okay, next. In the picture, you will see many beans. This bean you will see many colors, many shapes, and many sizes. So you have to classify them into, yes, of course, you have to classify them into shape, put the same shape together, next put the same color together, and put the same size together. That's how do we classify them. And if you know that, you can classify them into this. See, you can classify them by color, by shape, and by size. Right. here is the things you have to classify or group them into living things and non-living things. Okay, turn your brains on. We have to find it and group them. We start from the rice bowl. The rice bowl belongs to non-living thing. How about the rocks? The rocks belong to non-living thing. A cow, living thing. Fried chicken, non-living thing. Water, non-living thing. Roses or flowers, living thing. A toy, non-living thing. Frog, living thing. Tree, living thing. Coal, non-living thing. A dog, living thing. A crab, that crab is non-living thing because it's just a picture, and the car is a non-living thing. Okay, if you group them like this, living and non-living thing, this is called a classification. A classification means you group them into the group because they have same characteristic, right? And for this living thing, they can move, they can eat. But non-living thing, they cannot move by itself and they cannot eat. Okay? Alright, why classification important? Why it is important to you? Because classification helps us to find things quickly. If we classify them or we group them, you can find them quickly. For example, in a library, the librarian grouped the book in the same subject. That makes us to find some book quickly. When you go to the grocery, to the store, to the supermarket, you will see them arrange or group things into group that will easy for us to find them quickly. Okay? Alright, I have a dog. It's a living thing. This dog is a living thing, and this dog is non-living thing. I have the thing that they need. For example, I have a chicken. These chicken legs is belong to or what dog is need that. The chicken leg, the left dog will need that because they are living thing. And this one do not need food. Do this dog need air? Which dog needs air? Of course, it's a living thing dog need air, but it's non-living thing dog do not need air. Living thing dog needs sunlight, but non-living thing dog do not need sunlight. Living thing dog need water, but non-living thing dog do not need water. Living thing dog need a shelter or a house to live, and non-living thing dogs do not need a house to live. Alright, this is the difference. Now let's go to the next topic, the basic needs of living things. Basic needs of living thing, that means something is needed for a living things. That if something is living thing cannot live without it. All living things on earth need some basic living things. All living things on earth need some basic things to survive. Living things need food, water, and air to stay alive. If they do not get food, water, or air, they will die. This is living thing, right? Living thing need food, need water, need air, and need sunlight. This is the basic, right? The basic thing to make these living things survive or alive. We start from food. Okay, there are many foods around you You can eat vegetable, you can eat fruit, you can eat meat, you can eat rice. There are many things. You can choose to eat that food is healthy for you. Okay, when you get food give living thing energy. You have energy, you can move, you can grow. And the food, of course, animal cannot make food. You are animal, we are our animal. We cannot make the food by ourselves. Only living thing, only one group of living thing that can make food or can make their own food is plant. Plant can make their own food. But we are animal, we cannot make food. Of course, we have to move around to find food to eat. There are 3 groups of animals by the way they eat. Group 1 is herbivores. Group 2, carnivores. Group 3, omnivores. Group 1, herbivores. Herbivores means animals that eat only plants. They will love plants so much. The keyword of this group is eat only plant. Eat plant only. Example is this not only plant, they will eat the leaves, the roots, grass, seeds, flower, fruit, bark, or much more is the part of the plants that these animals eat. Example is koala. Koala is the eucalyptus leaf. A cow eats grass. And this panda is the bamboo leaves or root or shoot. These animals are herbivores. Eat plant only. Next, the group 2 is carnivores. Carnivores are animals that eat only meat or other animals. The keyword of this group is eat only meat or other animals. Eat meat only, they love meat. We will call this group is meat eater. Okay, we can group this kind of animal into 2 groups about these carnivores, like predator. Predator means animal that hunt and kill their prey. Next, prey. Prey is the animal that predator hunt. This is example of carnivores group. We have a fox is catching the fish, crocodile eating the fish, and the eagle is catching some rat to eat. Alright, I will explain about predator and the prey. In this one, you see 2 animals. The cheetah is there. Which one is a predator? This cheetah is predator because they hunt and kill their prey. And this deer is prey. Okay, in this picture, the lion is predator and this deer is prey. Okay. The last group is omnivores. Omnivores mean animals that eat both plants and other animals. They also can eat meat and they also can eat plant. This is the keyword, eat both plants and other animals. Yes, we are omnivores because we can eat plants, we can eat animals. Monkey. Some monkey eat fruit and sometimes they will eat small animals like insects. A bear. These are examples of omnivores. Now I will show you about many animals. You have to tell me what do they eat and what do they belong to. Are you ready? Cow eat plants. And what do they belong to? They belong to herbivores. Ostrich eat plants and animals. They belong to omnivores. Frog eat animals, and they belong to carnivores. Tiger eat animals, and they belong to carnivores. Duck eat plants and animals. They belong to omnivores. Elephant eat plant, and they become herbivores. Next is a bear. Bear eat plants and animals, and they belong to omnivores group. A deer eat plants, and deer becomes herbivores group. A cat is animal. A cat eat animal, and these cats belong to carnivores. Okay, next, penguin. The penguin is fish, and the fish is animal, and this penguin belong to carnivores. What is this? This is a caterpillar. A caterpillar eat plants, and this caterpillar belong to herbivores. Dog. The dog eat plants and animals, and this dog become to omnivores. Okay, now you know better and the three groups of animals by the way they eat. If the animal eat only plant, we call herbivores. Eat plant only. If the animal eat only animal or only meat, we will call carnivores. But if this animal eat plant and also eat meat or eat other animals, we will call this group is omnivores. Okay? Now the first basic thing is the food. Next is water. Living things need water to survive. Animals need water for drinking. They also need water for cleaning and cooling themselves. Water is also home to many plants and animals. This is water. We cannot live without water for a week. We cannot live for that. Okay, in the picture we'll show you about plants need water for growing. Tiger, a boy is drinking, the dog is drinking. That will show you animals need water for drinking. Animals need water for cleaning, and animals need water for cooling themselves. Okay, this is the summer, right? The weather is very hot. Sometimes you can play water or you swimming to cooling themselves or cooling yourself. This one. Next, some animals need water for living. It means some animals living in water. They cannot live without water, just as a fish, whale, or many animals that live in water. Next is air. Okay, we already finished two basic needs of living things. First one is water. first one is food, second is water, now is the third one is air. All animals need air to breathe. If living things do not get air, they will die. We are living things. We cannot live or survive without air in few minutes. We can survive only few minutes without air. If we don't have air, we will die. Next, sunlight. Sunlight. The sun is the source of all energy. They provide us heat and light. Sunlight is important for all living things. Plants need sunlight to make their own food. Animals need sunlight to keep their body warm. This is the sun. Plants need the sun to make their food. And some animals, for example, these are tortoises. These tortoises are a reptile. These reptiles are cold-blooded. The temperature in their body is like cold. They have to stay here, stay on land, or stay in holding the rock to let cold, that make the body warm. Next, shelter. All animals need shelter to survive. Most living things live in shelter with their families. Shelter protects them from danger and weather. Here, birds live in their nest. A bear lives in the cave. And you and me and you will live in the house because the house protects us from the danger and the weather. Alright, before we'll start an exercise, let us review is about basic need of living thing. How many basic need of living thing that you have learned? First one, the food. 2, water. 3, air. 4, sunlight. And 5 is a shelter, right? Okay, in the food, we can group the animals into how many groups? We group the animal into 3 groups by the way they eat. Okay, questions. What do you call the animal that eat only plant? You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We call the animal that eat only plant is herbivores. And what group of animal that eat both plant and animals? What is the name of that group? The name of that group is omnivores. And what do you call the animal that eat only animals or eat only meat? It is carnivores. Okay, are you ready for the exercise now? If you are ready, get your pencil, your notebook, your book, and your eraser. Ready? Okay. Question A is about write true or false. You have to write number 1 to number 10. I will read the question 1 to 10, and you have to write true or false. Okay? Number 1. Things around us can be grouped according to their similarities and differences. I will read the question 2 times. Number 1. Things around us can be grouped according to their similarity and differences. True or false? Number 2. Living things need only air and water to survive. Number 2. Living things need only air and water to survive. Number 3. Herbivores are animals that eat only plants. Number 3. Herbivores are animals that eat only plants. Number 4. Only plants can make their own food. Number 4. Only plants can make their own food. Number 5. Classification helps us to find things easily. Number 5. Classification helps us to find things easily. Number 6. Dog, bear, and monkey are omnivores. Dog, bear, and monkey are omnivores. Number 7. We can survive only few days without air. Number 7. We can survive only few days without air. Number 8. Non-living things do not need food, water, or air. Number 8. Non-living things do not need food, water, or air. Number 9. Fried chicken, cooked fish, and fried rice are living things. Number 9. Fried chicken, cooked fish, and fried rice are living things. Number 10. Things present on Earth can be divided into 3 groups. Number 10. Things present on Earth can be into 3 groups. Okay, you're done. Next. Question B. Draw the classification chart. Describe things in a supermarket below. I have 6 things in a supermarket: apple, milk, pears, papayas, yogurt, and cheese. You have to guess. You have to write this one, name of this group. Okay, for example, apple, pear, and papaya is fruit, right? You have to group them into fruit, and milk, yogurt, and cheese is a daily. You can write thing in a supermarket divided into fruit and daily, and now you can group them. What this apple belong to, what this yogurt belong to. Okay, you have to try first because it's an exercise. Next, question number C. Question C is about write the basic need in each picture below. You will see 3 questions. Picture number 1, living things need blank. What the basic need that this living thing need? Number 2, what living thing need? Look at the picture and write the answer. Number 3, living things need. What is the dog need in the picture? Okay, these are the exercise for you in this video. It's okay if you cannot write or anything. You can back to the study and the chapter, any chapter again. But if you understand, you can do an exercise. But don't worry, I will answer and explain to you in the next video. In this video, that's it for today. And see you on the next video. Bye.